Welcome. Welcome to this training on Git and GitHub. I am Raghav from automationstepbystep.com, and today we are going to learn Git, and I will start from scratch, so do not worry if you are a complete beginner. I will tell you exactly how to set up Git, install Git, and then work with Git step by step. So we are going to learn how to install Git, and then we will see how to add project and files for Git tracking. We will see how to add Git commands and run Git commands. We will be pushing our project to remote repository on GitHub. We will learn Git branching and Git merging, and then we will learn about Git tags. So this is going to be very easy and very interesting. So let's get started. And the first thing I will check is if Git is already present on my system. So I will go to my system. Now here I am on Windows, but you can follow the same steps on Mac operating system as well. You can go to terminal on Mac. As of now I am on Windows. I will say git space hyphen version. Now here in my case Git is already present, so it is showing me the version of Git. Let me try to uninstall Git, and then I will start from scratch. So I will go to my C drive. So this is the default location of Git program files, C program files, and you can see a Git folder here, and here you will see a uninstall.exe, this file. I will run this and it will uninstall Git so that I can start from scratch, and it says it is uninstalled, and I will also delete the Git folder, and also I will go to my credentials manager on Windows, and let me check if any of the Git credentials are stored, and yes, you can see these Git credentials are already stored here. So I will remove them. So I will show you from scratch. I will just remove these credentials, and yes, so all these credentials are removed. And now if I run the command git space hyphen version, you can see it says Git is not recognized as internal or external command. So now I will get Git, I will download Git from Git website, which is gitscm.com, and then run the Git installer. So let us go to our browser, and here let me close all this, and this is the official website of Git, gitscm.com. So here you can click on here download for Windows. If you are on Mac, you will get option to download for Mac, and here you can click here to download. It will start installing the Git exe, and it is installed here. I will go and check on my downloads folder, and you can see this is installed here. Okay, so I will run this installer, and I will click on next. So this is the default location, C program files Git. If you want, you can change this location. Git will get installed here. I will say next. I will keep all this by default. I will keep everything as it is, and this is the default editor. I will click on next, and next. Adjusting your path environment, this is what is recommended. I will keep this. Then this as well I will keep as it is, and then configuring the line ending conversation, configuring the terminal emulator, I will keep this. Choose the default behavior for git pull, so I will just keep the default here and go to next. Git credential manager, I will also keep it as it is. Next, and next, and I will click on install. So this will install Git on the system, on the local system. So here we have done step number 3, and now finally we can again check if Git is installed by running the command git space hyphen version. So after this I will uncheck this and just click on finish. And now if I go to my command prompt, and if I run the command git space hyphen version, I am getting the version of Git. Sometimes if you do not get this version even after installing, start a new command line, because sometimes the session is maintained in the older command prompt. So you can start a new command prompt and then check it. And this is done. So I will exit from here, and we are able to set up Git on our local system. Now let us also create a GitHub account. On GitHub we will create a repository. Now you can also use Bitbucket or any other repository provider. So I'm just going to GitHub, and here you can sign up. If you do not have an account, you can sign up. It will ask you for an email, password, username. You can give all that, and then you can verify from your email. And once you have created the account, sign into your account. So I have my account created. I will sign in. So I will give my username and password and login to GitHub. Now here I will create a repository. So you can create a new repository from this button, or if you go to the top right, you can see this plus button here. So here, if you click on this drop down, you can create a new repository from here as well. I can call this anything. Let us say training project, and it is available. You can give a description which is optional, and I will keep it public, and then just click on create repository. So it will create a repository. This is our repository page, and this is the repository URL. You can copy the URL from here, or you can copy the URL from here as well whenever needed. So this is our repository, and as of now this is empty, and we have done this step as well. We have created a GitHub account, and then we have created a new repository on GitHub. So let's now move to Git commands. So when you install Git, it also install Git Bash. So you can see whenever you do a right click, you will see Git GUI or Git Bash here. Let me first create a folder. Let us say this is our project folder that we want to track with Git. I will say my project. And now if I do a right click on this folder, you can create a folder anywhere on your system. You will see this option Git Bash here, and if I click this, it will open the Git Bash. So Git Bash is like our terminal or command prompt, just that it is more suited for Git commands. You can see some color coding and these all these options that you can use with Git. And if you do not have Git Bash, you can do it on your command prompt as well, or your terminal as well. So if you do not have Git Bash, you can open your command prompt and go to the location of your folder, and then you can run the Git commands. So now I will open my folder and keep it here, and also keep my Git Bash terminal here so that you can see the changes on the folder as well. So here the first command I will run is git config global user.email, and give the email that I have used to log into GitHub or sign up on GitHub. So I will say git config, and I will say -- global user.email, and I will say here the email I have used is test.raghav.qa@gmail.com. Now this is a test email. Do not send me any emails here. I will never get them. This is a test account, and I will hit enter. So it has registered my email on this system. If I just run this command git config global user.email, you can see it gives me the email. Similarly, the next command I will run is git config global user.name, and give the username that I have used for GitHub. So I will say git config -- global user.name. So I am using this command, and then I will give the username that I have given for GitHub. That is, I have used this. You can give your username and hit enter, and it has registered the email and username. Now the next thing I will do is I will use git init to initialize Git repository, or to start tracking this folder on Git. So make sure you are running all this command on the folder that you want to use with Git. So I will say git init, and you will see as soon as I run this command, you will see a hidden git.git folder created here. So as I click enter, you can see here a hidden .git folder is created. Now sometimes you may not find this folder. So for that you can check that you have your hidden folders, you have checked viewing of hidden folders. So if you go to the view menu, you can see in my case hidden items are checked. That's why I am seeing this folder. So you can also check this. So I have got this .git folder created, and you can see it says initialized empty git repository here. So now this folder is being tracked by Git, and now let me add some files here in my folder. I will just add a text file or a notepad file. I will say this is file1.txt, and now if I say let me run this command. Let me clear first. I will say clear. If you are on Windows command prompt, you will say cls to clear. I will say git status, and you can see it says that this file is added, which is not yet, it is not yet tracked by Git, it is untracked. So first I have to stage this file, and to stage I use the command git add. So now you can use git add with the file name directly. So I can say file1.txt, and I pressed tab here. I said fi and pressed tab, it auto completed the name. So I can do that, or I can also use meta characters or wild characters. So I can say star.txt, it will stage all the files with any name and having .txt extension, or I can say git add dot, it will stage all the changes in the folder. So for now I will just say file1.txt, and now if I say git status, I can press the up arrow on my keyboard to go to the earlier commands, and I will run git status, and you can see now it says this is now staged and ready to be committed. So then I can use git commit. So I will say, let me clear it, and now I will say to commit, I will say git commit -m and give some commit message. I will say added file1. So the commit messages will be very useful for others to know what exactly you are committing. So now this will commit my changes. If I say git status now, you can see there is nothing to commit. It is a tree. The working tree is clean. And also you can see here, it is always at the starting, it is on the master branch. So you can see this is the branch I am working on. In a moment I will show you how to create other branches and check out other branches. So as of now I am on the master branch. So now I have committed, but if you go to your GitHub repository, your remote repository, and refresh, you will see no changes have come here until now. And that is because we have not yet connected our repository, and we have not yet pushed our changes to the remote repository. So we have done these commands, we have learned these commands. Now the first thing I will do is I will add our remote repository as the origin, and for that we have to use the command git remote add origin and the URL of the repository. So I will say git remote add origin, and I'll just copy the URL from here and then paste it here, and then just hit enter. And you can also say git remote show origin, and it shows me the git repository. So now it is added, and now I can push the changes, and for that I will say git push -u origin. Now in place of origin you can give the URL of your repository, but because we have already set the origin to our repository, I can just say -u origin, and the branch I am pushing is master. So git push -u origin master, and this will push the changes. Now it is asking me to sign in. Let me go to my browser and let me go to GitHub. So if you are signed in to a different GitHub account, it may ask you to sign in again. Let me log out from here, sign out from here. And now I will say sign in with your browser. It may be asking you one time. I will give my username and password and sign in, and now authentication is successful, and now you can see it has pushed the changes. Now if you go to your repository and refresh, you will see all your changes should come here, and you can see file1.txt has come here, which was added just 3 minutes ago. It shows the message, the commit message here, and this is the branch master. So now we have got our changes on our remote repository. So we have done this, we have pushed the changes to the remote repository using the command git push -u origin master. Now you can also say git log. So let me clear this. And git log is a command which will show you all your commit history. So as of now there is a single commit. Every commit has a unique ID which is called as checksum. And using this checksum you can also create tags. I will show you this later. And this is the author, this is the timestamp, date, etc. And this is the commit message. And if you want to see all the options you can use with git, you can say git space hyphen hyphen help, or you can just say git help. It will show you all the options we can use with git. So as of now I will clear this. And now let us move to branches. We will learn what are branches and how to create branches. And I will show you how to check out branch and then how to merge branch. And then finally we will delete branch both from local and from remote. So before creating branch, so let me just show you. If I say git branch on Google and go to images, you can see, let us see this image. So in real world, whenever we have to make some major change or enhancement in our code, in our project, it is recommended that we do not continue on our main branch or the master branch. In our case, we can create a new branch from our main branch and then do the enhancements and changes there, and then after testing and validation, if everything is fine and nothing is breaking, then we can merge the changes back to the main branch, so that our main branch is intact, and if anything breaks we always have our main branch working. So this is why we use branching, and then after working we can merge the branch back to the main branch. So to create a branch we say git branch and the branch name. So let us say I will say git branch, and you can give any name. I am saying QA. So it creates a branch QA, and if I say git branch, it shows us all the branch that we have. So I have master branch and QA branch, and as of now I am on master branch, so this is highlighted. You can also see I am on master branch here. So this is how we create a branch. And now to check out the branch we use the command git checkout and the branch name. So I will say git checkout QA, and you will see as I hit enter this branch will change. So as I hit enter, you can see it has switched to branch QA, and you can see a QA here. And now on my local I am on QA branch, and this has created a copy from the master branch, and now I am on QA branch. So any changes if I do here will go to the QA branch and not to the master branch. So let me make some changes. I am just adding one more file. Let us say I'll create a new file here. I will call this as file2.txt, and I will say git status here, and it says file2.txt is unstaged. So I will first stage it by using git add and this. Now if I say git status, it is now added. Now I will commit git commit -m, and I will say edit file2, and now to push the changes I will say git push -u origin QA. So this is a QA branch, so I have to push to QA. Now until this position, if you check on your remote repository, you will see we still have a single branch called master, and it says one branch only. And if you see here, we just have the master branch, and that is because the QA branch we have just created on our local and not yet pushed to the remote repository. So here we have to push our branch by saying git push -u origin and the branch name. So now if I do this, and now if I go and refresh the remote repository, you can now see it says there are two branches, and if I go here you can see we have master and QA. And if I now, you can see on master we just have file1.txt, but if I go to QA branch from here, you can see we have file2.txt as well, and it was added 1 minute ago. And here it says QA had recent pushes less than 1 minute ago, and this branch is one commit ahead of master because we have done some changes in this branch after creating a copy from master, and we have not yet merged it back to master. Therefore, it is one commit ahead. So this is how we can create branch and add changes and push the branch. Now here, to merge the branch, we first have to check out the master branch on our local. So let us say here on my local, I will say git checkout master, and you will see as soon as I will hit this command, you will see this file2 has gone from here because this is not on our master branch. So let me run this. I will say git checkout master, and you can see file2 is not here, and now I am on my master branch. And now to merge, I will say git merge and the branch name. So I will say git merge QA, and as I do this, you will see file2 has come here on the master branch as well. And now I can push the master branch so that it will be in sync with the QA branch. So I will say git push -u origin master and hit enter. And now if I go to my repository and refresh, now you will see if I go to the master branch also has all these changes. And if I go to QA branch, now you can see it says this branch is up to date with master. So now we have learned how to create branch, how to add the changes, how to merge the branch back to the main branch. Now if you want to delete a branch, you can say git branch -d branch name or -- delete branch name. So if I say here, let me clear git branch -d QA, it will delete the QA branch. However, it will delete just from the local and not from the remote. So if I go to the remote repository and refresh, you can see we still have two branches. We have master and QA. And if you see here, the reason it shows this number, this is the commit number when this branch was created. So if I say git log, you can see this is the commit number 9A3E49C. So this is a complete checksum number, but we can use only 5 or 6 digits, and we can create a branch from there as well. So that is why it is saying at this particular commit this branch was created. So now to delete this branch from remote as well, I will say git push origin -- delete and branch name. So I'll say git push origin -- delete, branch name is QA, and I will hit enter, and it is deleted. I can go and check here. You can now see it just shows one branch, which is master, and I don't have the QA branch anymore here. So this is how we can delete the branch. Now let us move to Git tags. So we can create tags for releasing our application or our project. And here, if you see on GitHub, you can see as of now I have 0 tags, and releases can be created using tags, and I don't have any release. So for that, I can create tags. We will learn how to create tags, and then we will see all these options. So here, if I just go and search for Git tags, so you can see here, you can see this image. So let us say I am on my master branch, and this is my master branch, and we have been working on this, and this is the first commit, this is the second commit, this is the third commit. After the third commit, we have to release our project or our application. So I will create a tag here, and then using the tag we can create a release, and it will help us to go back in history and see what exactly was the time and what exactly was the commit when we created this release or this tag, and all those things we can do, all the tracking we can do. So at commit number 3 we created a tag, then we still carried on with our changes. Commit number 4, commit number 5, here again we created another tag version 1.1. okay, and all these are the commit numbers or the checksum. Okay, so this is why we create tags, and this is the use of tags. Let us now first we will check out the branch where we want to create the tag. Now as of now I just have a single branch master, so I'll just continue here. Otherwise you can say git checkout and the branch name. Now to create a tag we just say git tag and tag name. Also I can say git tag and it will show me the tags. As of now I don't have any tag, so I will say git tag and I will say version 1.0. You can create any name here. And now if I say git tag, it shows me I have a tag called version 1.0. Also if you say git log, I say git log. Here you can see in the git logs at this particular commit we created the tag version 1.0. So you can also see from here. So I have created a tag version 1.0 and now I can say git tag to see the tags we have, and I can say, so git tag will show me the tags I have, which is I have a single tag, and then I can say git show the tag name, which is version 1.0, and this will show me all the details about the tag, when was it created, what was the commit number, the author, the timestamp, and what was the commit message at that commit. Everything is here. Okay. Now you can also create annotated tags. Annotated means I can say git minus a and tag, and I can give the tag number or the tag name, and then I can say minus m and I can give some message here. So I can say that why I am creating this tag or something like that. So these are annotated tags, but let me just remove this for now. Now I will push the tag by using the command git push origin and the tag number. So I will say git push origin and the tag number 1.0. And now when I go to my remote repository and refresh, you will see here one tag is created. So it shows one tag, and here also you can see under releases one tag. So if I go to the tag, it shows me the details. You can also get the zipped folder of the project until this tag, when this tag was created. And now if you go to the releases, you can say create new release, and I can select the tag. So choose a tag. As of now I have a single tag, and you can give the release name, let us say release for module 1 and some description, and I'll say this is a pre-release or something, and publish. So this release is created. So this is how we create a release with tags. So you can see this release has the source code in zip and tar files, and the release is created. So this is how I can create and use tags. Now if you want to delete tags, to delete tags from local, I can say git tag minus t or hyphen hyphen delete and the tag number. So I can say here git tag hyphen d and the tag number. This will delete the tag from local, not from remote. To delete the tag from remote, we have to say git push origin hyphen d or hyphen hyphen delete and the tag number. So I will say git push origin, I can say hyphen hyphen delete and the tag name. And now if I check and refresh, you can see I have no tags now here. So this is how you can remove the tags. And if you want to delete multiple tags, you can say git tag minus t and give all the tag names, and the same you can do on remote as well. Okay. Now if you want to check out tags, there is no option. We cannot check out the tags. However, we can create a branch from a tag and then can check out the branch. For example, if I want to create a tag from a branch, I can say git checkout minus b and give the branch name and give some tag name. So we can do like that, and then we can check out the branch. And also if you want to create a tag from any past commit, you can do that. You can say git tag name and reference of the commit. Let me show you that. If I say, I will clear this. If I say git log, you can see this is the commit number or the checksum. I can use this number and I do not have to copy the entire thing, just the initial part, and then I can say here git tag, and I can give the tag name, let us say version 1.2, and then I will just give this reference number, and then I will hit enter. And now if I say I will clear, and now if I say git tag, I have this tag here, I will say git show version 1.2, and you can see this tag was created from this particular commit. Okay, also if I say git log, you can see here on this commit the tag version 1.2 was created. So I can create tag from past commit as well. Now this is some information. So there has been a change in Git. Whenever you want to use any Git repository from any third party like Jenkins or any of your project on Eclipse or VS Code, you may have to give the token instead of password. So for that, if you have to face any use case like that, you can go to your GitHub account and go to this top right corner where you have your user, and click on this drop down, go to settings, and here if you scroll down you will find developer settings. So go here, developer settings, and this will take you to a page where you can go to personal access tokens. So go here, personal access tokens, and this will take you to the page where you can generate a new token. So you will be asked about a node. This is, I will say, token for Jenkins or something. You can set the expiration, you can select the scope, what all scopes you want, right, and all this notification, user, all the permissions and scopes you want, you can do that and generate token, and the token will be generated, and you can see this token is generated here, and this you can copy and use in place of password. So now with third party systems or third party softwares, if you are connecting with your Git repository, you may have to use token instead of password. So this is how you can use the token, and I hope this was very useful for you. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.